Welcome back to Physics Junction. In today's video, let us talk about visible light-driven metal-doped titanium dioxide nanophoto-catalyst for environmental purification applications. Let us begin with the overview on nanophoto-catalyst. The basic function of a nanophoto-catalyst material is detoxifications through the action of excited electrons. When the semiconductor nanophoto-catalyst material is irradiated with the light of sufficient energy, the valence band electrons are excited to the conduction band. Consequently, these electrons involve in hydroxyl radical productions when it is brought in contact with pollutant materials. Further, it decomposes the toxic pollutant into CO2, water and more non-toxic constituents. The photocatalytic reaction is a green technique for wastewater treatment and is performed in the presence of light. The photodegradation or photocatalytic process is being the excellent purification method. Specifically, the sunlight-driven photocatalysis process by semiconductor nanostructures are recent trends. Likewise, longer the electron hole carrier's lifetime, then greater catalytic efficiency of the semiconductor. However, the most pronounced drawback in a semiconductor photocatalyst is rapid recombination of photogenerated electron hole pairs. It is overcome by the addition of suitable dopant material in the matrix of host material. The semiconductor nanostructures are potential photocatalyst materials due to their wider band gap in the visible region. Accordingly, expanding the light response region and enhancing formation rate of electron hole pairs are the vital efforts to be taken to optimize the photocatalytic performance of semiconductors. The different structural parameters of semiconductor photocatalyst are size, shape, crystallinity, porosity, contact interface, spatial distribution and experimental conditions. Few examples for semiconductor photocatalysts are titanium dioxide, zinc sulfide, silver gallium sulfide, cadmium sulfide, cerium dioxide and tin sulfide. Now let us move on to photocatalytic mechanism. A catalyst is defined as a substance which accelerates a chemical reaction without being consumed as a reactant. In such a way, the photocatalyst can be defined as a substance which modifies or accelerates the rate of chemical reaction under irradiation of light. Thus, the photocatalyst mechanism is when the incident light of energy is equal to or greater than the band gap energy. It induces the generation of electron hole pair, and these excited electrons or holes diffuse to the surface and create two oxidation reactants, hydroxyl radicals, OH, and superoxide anion O2. These reactants decompose toxic organic pollutant to non-toxic organic compounds such as carbon, water, ammonium, nitrates and chloride ions. Now let us focus on the steps involved in the photocatalytic process. The first step is photoexcitation, that is electron hole pair generation. Let us take the example as TiO2 photocatalyst. Upon irradiation of light, the valence electrons leave behind the holes in the valence band and move to the conduction band. This process is called photoexcitation. Here holes involve in oxidation process as well the electrons involves in reduction process. The next process is known as oxidation or ionization of water. In this process, holes react with the surface attached pollutant molecules or H2O molecules to produce the hydroxyl radicals. Here the pollutant taken is methylene blue, organic dye. It is adsorbed on the TiO2 surface, and the generated holes react with the OH- of dye molecules to produce hydroxyl radicals. It is followed by the reduction process. The other name is oxygen ionosorption. Oxygen ionosorption is a special kind of chemisorption. It represents adsorption of O2 onto the surface through electrostatic interaction. Thus, in this case, the electrons are congregated by oxygen to produce oxide radicals. So, upon reduction and oxidation process, the dye molecules are decomposed into oxide and hydroxyl radicals. Further, these radicals react with each other to produce CO2 and water molecules. This process is called protonation of superoxide. Superoxide O2-, which is an anion radical, is produced by the one-electron reduction of molecular oxygen. In aqueous media, protonation of superoxide can form the uncharged hydroperoxyl radical. All the four steps together is called the photodegradation of dimolecules. Photocatalytic performance of TiO2. TiO2 is an indirect band gap material, wider band gap of 3.2 electron volts. Absorption edge of pristine TiO2 lies in ultraviolet region, which limits the catalyst utilization in the longer wavelength region of EM spectrum. However, the incorporation of metal dopants into the system of TiO2 extends the absorption edge to visible light region in EM spectrum, thus leads to energy reduction for electronic transition. In this picture, band structure of pristine and metal-doped TiO2 are given. In pristine TiO2, the valence band is dominated by O2p orbitals, and the conduction band is dominated by Ti3d states. When the metallic substitutional impurity ions, cations, integrated into the matrix of TiO2 material, it creates empty levels near the top of valence band. Hence, it is obvious that it will lead to band gap reduction and alter the electron's charge transfer direction. As well, the oxygen vacancy or point defects creation plays an important role in modifying energy levels of conduction band. It is seen that conduction band moved down slightly, which leads to band gap decrement. The energy reduction in the mid-range of conduction band is attributed to oxygen vacancy existence. This is the continuation of the previous slide. That is, doping TiO2 with metal ions introduces a new impurity energy level above the valence band. Under the influence of visible light, the charge transfer has taken place from d electron state of metal impurity to T3d states, which dominates conduction band and leaving behind a hole in the valence band. Likewise, the electron transition taken place from impurity level to conduction band of TiO2 creates vacancy in the impurity band, which acts as electron trap for the valence band electrons. Thereby it diminishes the electron-hole recombination, and the generated excitons migrate to the catalyst surface where they accelerate the redox reactions. Next, let us move on to various factors affecting efficiency of photocatalyst are: photocatalyst quantity, additive concentration, dye concentration, pH of reaction mixture, size and shape of nanophotocatalyst, reaction temperature, light intensity and illumination time, nature of pollutants, surface area of the photocatalyst nanoparticles. Next one is photocatalytic efficiency. The photocatalytic efficiency is defined as the number of degraded molecules formed per one quantum of light that is being absorbed by the photocatalytic system. The formula for photodegradation efficiency is given as A0 minus A1 divided by A0 times 100. A0 is initial absorbance. A1 is absorbance after time t. Next we are going to discuss about the photocatalytic experimental outcome. The UV vis absorption spectrum of methylene blue is shown in figure. The decrease in absorption peak of organic pollutant, methylene blue, shows degradation of the substance into non-toxic substituents. With the extended illumination period, the degradation is higher. The doped TiO2 nanoparticles show the highest percentage of degradation than that of pure TiO2. That is it. Next we have the list of references here. I hope this video is helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.